Hey guys. So we are live tonight at the Green Frog Saloon. And I know I posted You Better Squatch Out. Really has nothing to do with Sasquatch or anything. I just really like the shirt. So tonight we are going to be making a little something that I like to make. It's a kind of a hot toddy. It's a spiked hot apple cider. And I thought it would be kind of cool for us to do that and just have a little fun with it and just hang out and see how things go. So, got a couple things I want to talk with you about, a few things that were kind of mentioned in the comments when I posted about this. And we'll talk about that in a little bit and just see how things go. So, tonight we are going old school. We're going back to the way things used to be done. Unfortunately, our internet isn't working out here right now. So, we're on the cell phone and we don't have a mic hooked up to it. I did have a mic for the cell phone and it just sounded like crap. So tonight we are old school. We're on the cell phone and hopefully things will go okay. If not, we'll just do the best we can. So Raging Redneck, I see you in the house. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hope everything sounds okay. Let me know how it sounds. I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. So cheers to everybody tonight, this holiday coming up, Christmas and everything. So cheers. I'm not 100% sure now if we're going to have a video next week. We'll just have to see how things go with the holidays coming up and everything. So, but I think we're going to get over here. The nice thing about the cell phone is I can just grab you and move you around. We're going to get over here, I think, and get started making this spiked hot apple cider. Let's see. Oh, Aaron. Hey, Lincoln. How you doing, buddy? Okay. I appreciate it. Hope you're feeling better, Lincoln. So I'm going to move this little tiki torch thing over here so I don't burn my camera. And then we'll get you moved over here. So we are in Florida. And that being the case, got to have tiki torches and stuff like that, even during the holidays. So let's see if we can get you set up to where you're going to look right.
Lincoln said he's better.
Oh, Lincoln's feeling better. That's good. So for Christmas, I bought myself a little something. Unfortunately, the little stove that we had out here before quit working. So for Christmas, I bought myself another one. And hopefully that'll work out pretty good tonight. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, this is a spiked hot apple cider. You can do this with or without alcohol. Tonight, though, I think we're going to go with some Captain Morgan white rum. I think that's what we're going to throw in the mix tonight. So this calls for a half gallon of apple cider. That's a lot of apple cider. Some people don't like apple cider that much, so I'm going to do half and half apple cider and half apple juice. What have we got going on here? What's up, Huntsman?
Lincoln had to say hi to me too.
Oh, Lincoln said hi to Aunt Sarah. So I got the Martinelli's apple cider, and I couldn't find the Martinelli's apple juice, so we got the Martinelli's or R.W. Knudsen organic apple juice. So we're going organic tonight.
John Caraway said hi.
Oh, what's up, John? John Caraway, if you guys don't know, they have a company called Tactical Unicorn, and they actually do freeze-dried meals, like camping meals and stuff like that. So you guys should check them out on Facebook, Tactical Unicorn. So what we're going to do to start with is I'm going to just go ahead and put this apple juice and apple cider in the pot and get it warming up. So we don't want to boil it, really. We just need to get it warmed up because we're going to have to let it cool down a little bit to before we can put the alcohol in it. Because if you let alcohol get to a point where it's steaming, you're losing your alcohol. And we don't want to do that. So let's get this going here. Now, like I said, I know that we're not sounding the best because of the no mic situation and all that stuff. We're just rocking old school tonight. So I'll get that going. And I'll go ahead and read you the little recipe after this whole thing's over. And I can kind of get back to it. I'll put this recipe in the comment section down there. And just, if you guys are interested in making it, you can get it from there. So let's see. I got my notebook here. And this is my notebook that my wife made me. It's got my little Rewild Outdoor thing on it. Pretty cool. So hot spiked apple cider. So we need a half a gallon of apple cider, or tonight we're using apple cider and apple juice. Then it says half a cup of light brown sugar, 2 cinnamon sticks, a half a teaspoon of allspice, a quarter teaspoon of cloves. We're going to use a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. It says a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, but I didn't realize until we were getting stuff together that we didn't have any nutmeg. So unfortunately, we won't do that. And then it says a cup and a half of the white rum. But I think we're going to do the white rum to taste because I don't want it to be so overbearing with alcohol that you can't stand it. So we'll kind of do that to taste and see how it does. Let's see who we got. Oh, Hike with Mike. Aloha, everybody. So
Aaron said the sound was great, no problems at all.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad the sound, because on the cell phone, it can kind of go in and out and stuff like that. And that's why I was trying to use the little mic thing, but it didn't really work out. So the mic actually sounded worse than this. It had kind of a hiss to it. I didn't like it. So we are going old school. So, like I said, I've got the cloves here, allspice. I've got the ground cinnamon. I bought 2 jars of cinnamon sticks because for whatever reason, I thought it said that I had to put cinnamon sticks in each jar. But I must have read that in another recipe because this just says two cinnamon sticks in the batch. So now I got $14 worth of cinnamon sticks here. Who knew cinnamon? I mean, I didn't know anyway that cinnamon was so expensive. It's freaking ridiculous. I think it was like $6.99 a jar for these little cinnamon sticks.
Let's see. Preparedness said, how's it going? The green frog's looking good.
Oh, hey, what's up, Titan? That's my buddy Brian. Everything's going good, man. Got out here, kind of got everything a little festive with the red lights and all that stuff out here. I know it's not the best lighting for filming, but it's a vibe I'm going for, you know what I mean? So. All right. Oh, and it said, in this recipe, it didn't say it, but in another recipe, it said that you should use some orange peel in it. So I'm going to just cut up a little orange peel and go in it. I think while it's heating up, I'll go ahead and get the stuff together here. I need, what did that say? Where does it say that? A half a cup. Is that a half? Yeah, half a cup of light brown sugar. So we got 1 cup, we got a third of a cup, and we got a quarter of a cup. Now, I'm no genius, but I know that a quarter of a cup and a quarter of a cup is a half a cup. So I think I can make that work. Now I'm going to break out my new knife that my buddy Boomer, James Brown, got me. This is the Holtzman Gorilla folder. And let me tell you what, this thing is freaking nice.
Tell Eli that not everything has to be violent.
My wife said, Eli, that not everything has to be violent. No, we're not sacrificing goats tonight. That's the private patrons only live stream coming up. All right, we're going to do the light brown sugar. A quarter cup and a quarter cup. I feel like since Eli's in the house, I may have to make Sarah a moderator. If you only knew.
He said, but it's fun.
Yeah. Thought that was a bug, but it wasn't. All right, so we got our brown sugar in there. We're going to go ahead and stir that a little bit. I wish I had Aaron here to do the Swedish chef voices for me.
Eli says he has 5 accounts. Good luck. Type preparedness. I missed it. What are we making?
Okay, so we are making a hot spiked apple cider. And now what we're going to be doing with this apple cider is we do every year, we do a like a family get together for Christmas Eve. And we'll do like the night before Christmas and read the Bible story and about Christmas and all that stuff. And so what I'm going to do is I'll get all this mixed up, and I got these little mason jars. And I'm going to be making these little mason jars, and for the adults at the Christmas Eve thing, we'll give these out. I know I will have to make another batch of this for them, but tonight this is what I'm going to do.
Aaron said, work.
Work. You guys do not know, Aaron is hilarious. So Aaron used to ride with me because I'm a farrier. I shoot horses and drive around all over the place all the time. And Aaron used to ride with me and work with me. And I miss those days, I really do. But he does a incredible Swedish chef impersonation, and it's hilarious. But I used to make Aaron sing songs as the Swedish chef. But even worse than that, I would make Aaron sing songs in the style of one person, but singing a song of another person in the voice of the Swedish chef. It was crazy, and he could do it. Like I'd do like the Swedish chef sings a Willie Nelson song in the style of Pearl Jam or something. It was hilarious, and he could do it. Just pull it right out. It was absolutely hilarious. So I'm rambling. All right, you guys know I'm not good at these live streams, so just bear with me. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 cinnamon sticks in here. And that is roughly $4 worth of cinnamon sticks to my calculations. Smells good though. All right, throw some cinnamon sticks in there.
Aaron said Eddie Vedder and the Swedish chef are pretty much the same person.
Yeah. So they have decided to, I guess, hunt for a fugitive or something during the live stream, which is great. That helps out a lot. Trying to make a video here. Okay, so we got the cinnamon sticks in there. Let's get the cinnamon out of the way.
Raging Redneck to Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. I appreciate that. You know, we do we celebrate Christmas, and I know a lot of people don't. And if you celebrate Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate, we do wish you happy holidays. But we celebrate Christmas, and so we say Merry Christmas. What do we got? What am I missing?
Ian.
Huh?
Ian heard that you were sacrificing goats.
So if you guys can't tell, Ian and Eli are brothers. And boy, we remember earlier when I said we weren't going to boil this? I was way off. This thing works like a charm. Okay, so we are boiling this. We're going to have to let it cool off. Actually, I can turn it off, can I? Now that I'm boiling. All right, let's get back to it. So we need a half a teaspoon. Where do my flips? Half a teaspoon is. We do have a half a teaspoon. That's good. So we need a half a teaspoon of allspice. And like I said, you can do this non-alcoholic if you want to, but where's the fun in that? I think I can go ahead and just take this lid off now because that is going to have to start cooling down. So let's do half a teaspoon of allspice, and then half a teaspoon of nutmeg. We don't have the nutmeg.
Zach, rock out with you, squatch out.
What's up, Zach? Zach is my best friend in the world. Zach's been my best friend since we were like 16 years old. Merry Christmas, buddy. Merry Christmas. Okay, so we need a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I did see, we got cinnamon sticks in here already. And I did see that it said be careful because the cinnamon is so strong not to overdo it. So we're going to do a quarter teaspoon and just hope that that's not too much. If it is too much, well, somebody's getting extra cinnamon in their drinks. And then we need a quarter teaspoon of cloves. Cloves just smell like Christmas, don't they? You smell? Mm-hmm. Cloves just smell like Christmas. All right. I know this is riveting content, but I thought it would be fun to just kind of get out here and hang out and have a good time. Let's mix this up. Good. I didn't bring another cup with me. I should have brought another cup so I could taste this. Nope. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit in here. I want to taste it and make sure everything tastes right because I don't want to pour them and then them be terrible.
Burn yourself.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Raging Redneck.
Man, that is really good. Raging Redneck, I appreciate you hanging out. And I do wish you a Merry Christmas. And like I said, I don't know 100% if we're going to have a video next week because of the holidays and everything. So if I don't see you next week, definitely Merry Christmas. And then we'll see you at the first of the year. So hopefully if things go well, we'll go ahead and have a video next week. So I think now, while this is kind of cooling down a little bit because I did let it get too hot, I think I'll go ahead and sit up over here and talk to you a little bit about a few of the things that we had comments about. So Hope you guys are not too bored with the way things are going. Let's see. Well, that is dark, isn't it? Let's move the old tiki torch.
It doesn't look too bad on here.
Woohoo! Well, I am definitely trying to burn myself up last couple weeks, haven't I? You guys, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but in the video where I hiked out on the Florida Trail, that little my little alcohol stove in the morning, that thing blew up on me. I never seen that happen before, but that shirt, I've still got little scorch marks on the shirt. So my buddy Ken Barrett, he commented on one of the posts I made and said that we should talk about something that he's seen a lot of, and that is cooking in your campsite where apex predators like bears or panthers and things like that would be around. And I know, let's see, Titan Preparedness said I've got a lot of your adventure videos I need to catch up on. We've done a couple good ones here lately. So we did a good kayaking one, and then I really enjoyed that hiking video. So I think you'll enjoy that one. But like Kim was saying, you know, the cooking in an area where, you know, in your campsite, I mean, where there's apex predators, where bears are, or, you know, mountain lions, panthers, things like that. And I know that I'm actually pretty bad about that when I go camping. And I do typically hang a bear bag, but I do also cook in camp. And, you know, typically when I go camping like that, I don't know, I don't worry about it so much. I definitely don't carry or keep food in my tent with me. But it's not a good idea. You know, they say that you should cook your food, especially if you're in an area that has like grizzly bears and stuff like that. Black bears, I just feel like for the majority of the time, black bears are so scared of you. Well, in my experience, they don't really come into camp that often. And I know that that's a bad way to think about it, because it does happen. There's, you know, a lot of evidence out there of people getting hurt like that. So take what I say with a grain of salt and do the things that you're supposed to do the right way. Don't necessarily do it the Sean way. But, you know, they say that you should cook, you know, 100 yards away from your camp at least. And you should hang your bear bag, you know, 10 foot off of the tree, 15 foot up in the air, and keep that thing 100 yards or so away from camp. And that's a good idea. I mean, I definitely think that you should do that. I'm bad about not doing that in the video, and I guess I should get a little better about doing that, but I've done it so much and I've never really had a problem with it. But the problem with that too is that's the kind of stuff that does come back and bite you one day when you kind of get a little lax, and it comes back and bites you and stuff. So okay, so now I do got a lot of light. I didn't really have a lot of comments that were talking about, you know, or suggestions on things to talk about tonight. So I appreciate Ken commenting on that and saying that, but and that's definitely a good point, that we should definitely probably do a little better in the videos about that. Some of the problem though is, like, I don't want to go out somewhere else and build a fire and cook and then come back to camp and build a fire and cook. That's one of the things that I have a problem with. I just hate to have to go through all that extra hassle, but I know that's kind of a bad way to look at it. So I'll try to do a little better about that in the videos. Now, I would like to get a little better at the live streaming, and maybe get a little better lighting out here. Even though, I kind of like the ambiance out here with the backlights and all that stuff, and the little tiki torches. I think it looks kind of cool, but the I would like to be able to get a little better at the live streaming, be able to do a little more live streams out here at camp, and have some friends over in the saloon here, and have some drinks and do some live streaming and stuff like that. Maybe one day I can have my buddy Zach come over, and we can do a live stream together. And so I'm thinking about doing, I've got that Teespring channel, the Teespring store, where you can get merch, and I'm thinking about doing a Green Frog Saloon T-shirt or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. But that's something that I plan on doing in the future, is maybe doing a little more of the live streaming out here, and especially the StreamYard seems fairly easy to use, and I'm really liking that. So Ian said, I feel like I'm at a candlelit dinner. Zach said, will there be beer? Yes, sir, there'll be beer. I've got a refrigerator right here, and we can stock that thing with beer for you. You can come hang out, and we can just have a good time. But I think I missed some comments. Let me see what we got here. Titan Preparedness says, cooking camp more often than I should, but only on established camping areas that critters normally shy away from. If I'm in the deep woods, I do a safer way, 100 foot away. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're in a more established area, then they're not as likely to come into camp. Typically, what I see coming into camp, and we'll be way back in the national forest. Typically, what I see though is like raccoons or possums or something like that coming into camp. That's not saying it can't happen. That's just, I know it's bad. I need to quit doing that. Raging Redneck said, bad about cooking in our camp. But where we live in Louisiana, there's not really anything to bother us. Now there is, if you watched some of the camping videos that we've done, I apologize, guys. It rained today and it's got my sinuses crazy. So, some of the camping videos we've done out in the national forest, we've had some definite bears come through camp. So, it's something that I need to be a little more conscious of and not do. So we do have the apex predators like that, but Zach said I'm on the way. Now there's no beer in here right now, so if you're coming, bring the beer with you. That's all I can say. Now, I don't have it in there right now, but I will get it for you. But yeah, so I think it would be cool. I'm hoping that Santa Claus is going to get me a design, the Green Frog Saloon design for one of my Christmas presents. And if that works out, then I'll be able to have some T-shirts made and stickers and stuff made. I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, if you guys would like to see more like live streams, I know I said one time that I was going to try to do one a month, but for me, live streaming is stressful. Because I want to make sure it sounds good. I want to make sure it looks good. I want to make, and live streaming is not my forte. I am not good, honestly, at just talking to the camera. I'm not. So a lot of times you'll see in my videos, I'm like, and I have people comment about that all the time. I'm just not good at that kind of thing. And I practice at it, but I'm not good at it. And so live streaming is a little bit stressful for me. But if you guys would like to see a little more live streaming, stuff like that, maybe we can have some people come in. And I do have a few friends that have YouTube channels and stuff like that. And maybe we can kind of pick a topic and talk about a topic or something for the night. And I think that might be kind of fun to do. And kind of like a podcast, but just a live stream. So I don't really have a desire to do like podcasting and things like that. I don't feel like I have enough to talk about. But I think a YouTube live stream would be kind of fun to do. I think I'll go ahead and move you back over, and we'll see how things are going over here. All right. So this thing's still a little steamy. We'll mix it up, let it cool down. Oh, I need to put my orange peel in there, don't I? So, like I said, I got this new knife, and this thing is really nice. So, it's the Holtzman Survival Folder, and it's just, you can feel it in your hand. It's a good quality knife. It's not super heavy, but it's not, super light. Sharp as hell. It's D2 steel, and really, really nice knife. And my buddy Boomer got it for me as a Christmas present, and I really appreciate that. It I've got a crap ton of knives, and so I was kind of on the fence whether or not I wanted to get one. And he pulled the trigger and got it for me for Christmas, and that was really cool. I really appreciate it. So I'm not going to do too much of the orange peel in there because I don't want it to be, overpowering anything. So well, this might take a while for this to cool off.
Take it off the burner.
It's not. The burner's off. I don't want it to burn my fancy top here. But anyway, I'll show you what it's looking like here. So, kind of looks like mud, honestly. But, well, I'm just killing it with this live stream tonight, right? It is looking pretty good though, I think. So, like I said, I've got to let this thing cool down, because if you see it's steaming, and if the alcohol does get hot enough to steam, you're losing the alcohol, and I don't want to be doing that. So what I might do is I may just let this cool off, and then add the alcohol here in a little while, and then I can jar it up. You guys don't necessarily have to be here for the jarring up. But
you can make a sample. Not with alcohol and just let it take.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just jar one up without the alcohol in it, and just show you what it'll look like, and then I can put the alcohol in it later. So we're gonna get a scoop of this. I'm gonna pour it all over the jar.
Should have got my canning funnel.
Yep, I didn't think about it. That would have worked good. I'm gonna grab one of these paper towels and clean it up just a little bit. I hope I don't need too many paper towels, because I got one left. But anyway, do you think I should put a cinnamon stick in each jar? Or is that going to be too much cinnamon?
I just don't know how much it's going to leach out.
Yeah.
Into it.
It smells good anyway. Let me look at them, because I got a buttload of cinnamon sticks.
I know it's like 50 cents worth of cinnamon
I know.
in the jar.
I think I'm going to drop one too. Yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cinnamon stick in each one.
I mean, I guess if people don't like it, they can take it out.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt anything. So, we're going to put our lid on it, jar it up like that. Now, it's got a spot here for a label, and I may end up getting some sort of label or something to put on there. and make these and give these out at Christmas time. But just a simple little holiday treat. It's good for when the weather gets cold. It's actually going to start getting cold here over the next couple of days. We'll have, I think it's supposed to be down in the 30s tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. So the next couple of days, these will be really good. Another thing that you can do, like if you're having, one of those winter spells where you're not feeling good, your chest's congested, things like that, you can actually add some honey to this, and that will help out too. You can kind of sip on it, and the alcohol helps, and the honey will help with your throat and everything. So, what in the world did Eli say? POV, you're on a date with Sean, and he cooks up you a bag. I'm telling you, with friends like this, who needs enemies, right? Thanks for commenting, Eli. I appreciate you watching the live stream, buddy. I do. These are the people that I like to go out into the woods with, just to let you guys know. But anyway, not going to hold you guys. I'm not going to stretch this thing out. I just wanted to make this little video and do a little live stream and hang out and have a good time for a little bit this week. And like I said, if I don't have a video next week, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a safe holiday. And if I don't see you next week, I'll see you in the new year. So appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next time. Merry Christmas.